It's the beginning of November. So it's the time of year when we all have to tolerate that one over-enthusiastic friend who thinks it's socially acceptable to start Christmas early. That's not entirely true. If you live in North Korea or Somalia, you're unlikely to have a friend who's really into Christmas. But for all of us who live in the West, we all know him, because it's always a bloke. This is the guy who, as Halloween draws to a close, which is something else that he's wildly over the top about, as the clock strikes midnight, heralding the end of October, he's frantically ripping down the fake cobwebs and throwing out the jack-o'-lantern, and within minutes he'll have his Christmas tree up, Mariah Carey screeching away on the stereo, and he's updated his status to say, "First mince pie of the year, lol." So from the 1st of November until January, this guy's social media is a non-stop barrage of pictures of Christmas cakes and Yule logs to show how bloody wacky he is, or he's informing all and sundry that he's watching Santa Claus the movie for the 4th time that week. And we all go along with it. We'll comment on the guy's Facebook status, saying things like, "It looks like you're having a great time," or "You're so crazy." But for every one of us, at the back of our minds, we're thinking, what an utter fucking prick. So I'm glad that we're heading into a month-long lockdown in England, because it means I don't have to visit any of these people, because we all know the drill. You pull up outside his house, he throws the door open and shouts, "Merry Christmas!" wearing a paper hat with a length of tinsel round his neck and one hand behind his back concealing the Christmas cracker he desperately wants you to pull. And I don't like crackers even on Christmas Day. They are terrible, wasteful things. And you know all those little plastic toys are going to end up in the sea. And the last thing I want over the festive period is a knock at the door to find Greta Thunberg stood there with a face like a slapped arse. How dare you? The Christmas cracker. One quick bang, then you get rid of it. I've had relationships like that. And when you enter his house, the living room always looks like a bomb's gone off in a glitter factory. And then he'll ask if you want a glass of sherry. No, I do not want a glass of fortified wine at 11 o'clock in the morning, you bloody alky. It's easy to spot where these somewhat unusual men live. They're in the houses where the exterior Christmas lights are up all year. For 10 months they hang there looking sad and forlorn, and then on the 1st of November they're switched on, and they've been joined by some plastic flashing reindeer and an 8-foot inflatable snowman, and the place is lit up like a Las Vegas casino. And in the UK, there's a direct link between the number of lights someone has on the outside of their home and the amount of benefits they're claiming. Because anyone who has to pay their own electric bill doesn't want a house that's visible from space. And where I live, many of the properties are inhabited by what are commonly known as dole-scrounging scum. And I'm surprised more people don't drive along the street looking for the sea, wondering how they've accidentally strayed into Blackpool. But these chaps who start Christmas early, they're harmless enough. I suspect their obsession with the festive period is a combination of deep-seated buried psychological trauma coupled with moderate brain damage. Yet we wouldn't accept this strange behaviour for any other event throughout the year. If a friend gave you an Easter egg in August and then called you in September to wish you a Happy New Year, you'd think they were having a breakdown. And if you received a Valentine's Day card in April, you'd assume the sender was a psycho and get the police involved. But if a guy goes to the supermarket and buys 12 frozen turkeys so he can have Christmas dinner every day for 2 months, he's just a bit of a character. But this Christmas is going to be really difficult for Santa, because he has to work out who's been naughty or nice. But it's 2020 and we've all done fuck all. Thanks for watching.